Hello, good morning. Let's just see what the best thing to do here is. Yeah. Is anyone going to come in live and join me? Is it better if I close these? It's real dark in here. Welcome. Welcome. Good morning. So I'm taking it easy because my body's still all wonky. I hurt myself and not exactly sure what we've done, but all I know is I gotta be really mindful about how I move. And so today is going to be a quick 30-minute practice. And we're going to do most of the exercises in a tabletop position. And so I am inviting you to use a bunch of props, 2 blocks, if you've got those, a squishy Pilates ball, and then I also have some Pilates weights. If you don't have these, you can use light weights. You can also use just like little cans of beans or tomatoes. All of that would work. And yes, I'm happy to be here with you. And what's really interesting is that, we will injure ourselves from time to time. We will wake up with a kink in our neck or, a wonky low back. And there's time where rest is really, really good, but there's also time when movement is essential in rehabbing, some of the muscles that have stopped working and starting to wake them back up again. And so the invitation is to just always see how you feel and know that it is necessary to still keep moving. When we stop, when we just allow ourselves to surrender to the injury and we are like, no, I can't, it hurts, things start to break down, they get worse. And so it's like, how do we move while being mindful, while honoring the discomfort that's there, but while still remembering that it's necessary for the body to always move. So there it is. Jamie Burke, if we haven't met before, aloha. I am a health coach, a life coach, and movement has been a big part of what I love to teach people to bring more awareness to. So thank you for being with me today. We're actually going to start lying down on our front, and you can place your blocks shoulder width distance apart. And we're going to come to lie on our front. Good. So shoulders come on top of the blocks, forehead down, back of the neck long. And the legs long as well. Just taking a few big breaths here. Feeling your belly press into the earth and just allowing the breath to expand into the low back. Big breath. Taking an inventory of how things feel in your body. Each breath, a little bit more air into the body, a little bit more open into the body. And cultivating ujjayi or a Pilates breath, so a big breath in and out through the nose, squeezing the belly as you exhale. And start to activate the thighs by pressing down through the tops of the feet. You'll notice the kneecaps start to retract away from the earth here. And you can firm your bum a little bit, maybe even press the pubic bone down. With the next exhale, hover the head and the chest just above the earth. And the next exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the arms up off the blocks. And we're just going to have open palms here and pulse the arms to the sky. Pulse, 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 pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Start to sweep the arms all the way out by your sides and then all the way out in front. Hold it here, hovering the chest. Firm through the lower half of the body. And you'll slide the blocks off to the side and bring the hands to a push-up position. Keep your elbows tight to your body, and we're going to do a few tricep little dips, little push-ups, but we're literally pushing ourselves up away from the floor, lifting the chest up, up. Good. Hug those arms in. Keep your belly firm, keep your booty firm, and just pulse yourself away from the floor for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Push all the way up into a tabletop position. And then sit your hips back into a child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful. Come into a tabletop position, and you may choose to move through your spine. So arching your back and rounding your spine if that feels good. For me, that doesn't work today, but I know that a lot of people do love that. Spinal articulation. So arch your back, inhale, round your spine, exhale, and do that a few times. And just finishing the end of this yummy orange grapefruit carrot juice. Okay, beautiful. Now with one of your blocks, you can place it across the width of the pelvis. And the block is just here as a reminder to stay neutral through your pelvis, because a lot of us will either tuck the tailbone under or arch the back. From here, you also want to make sure that the belly is pulled up away from the earth. And the back of the neck is long, so you're not dropping your head down. The head is lifted. Spread the palms wide. And then you're going to let your shoulder blades sink in towards each other as you melt your chest a few inches towards the floor. With an exhale, spread the shoulder blades and puff up across the upper back. Let's do that a few times. Exhale, push. So scapula push-ups. Let's do 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bend the elbows again down a few inches and then straighten the arms. We want the elbows to point back and not out to the sides. And your upper body just sort of bows down. The head moves with the chest, with the shoulders. And we keep the belly and the ribs pulled in tight. Back of the arm should be feeling this for 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Good job. Okay. You can grab the weights. Where's my weights? Just one of them is for right now. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can place the second block across the length of your neck, the back of the neck. And so again, this is going to keep the upper back, the head in neutral position, because oftentimes people let their head hang here. So there's a constant pushing up and a containment. Now, weight in the right hand, you can roll that right arm out in front. Pull the belly in here. Exhale, lift that right arm up, and then tap it down. Center of the body stays as still as possible. Exhale, lift, and tap. Good. 5, 4, 2. Small movement. Feels like a lot of work here. 1. And we're going to pass that weight over to the left side. Upper back broad, pelvis broad. Exhale, lift the left arm. Good. Keep the gaze down. Tip of the nose pointing to the earth, but the head is pushing up towards that block. 3, 2, and 1. Roll it back. Roll it back over to the right. We'll do one more time each side. Do about 10. I'm probably going to do less because I've already worked out this morning. but I do feel very weak. Beautiful. Do what you can, rest when you need to. Try not to shift your weight to the right, to the left, forward or back. Keep it balanced. The knees are right under the pelvis. The hands are right under the shoulders. Switch to the other side when you're ready. 10. Whew. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You can move the blocks off to the side. We're going to shift back into a child's pose again. Take a break. Reach the arms out in front if you like. And then we'll come back to a tabletop. This time, instead of the tabletop, let's shift the pelvis forward a little bit. And we come into a knee plank position here. Now, for your knee plank, if you do have this squishy ball, and if you don't have the squishy ball, a rolled towel will also do. You can put this between the inner thighs. This is going to help to create a little bit more stability through the center of the body. And I'm going to lift my feet up. So a bit of activating through the inner thighs. And just hold in this position. Push yourself away from the floor. Keep the chin locked into place. Back neck is long. Option 2 is going to be to add the tricep dip back in. Bend the elbows, straighten the arms. 3, good. 2, and 1. Shift back, child's pose. Excellent. Come forward into tabletop position, and we're going to work with this squishy ball this time, or you can use the weighted ball, depending on what you have. And I'll show you both. Again, if you like that added challenge of having the block behind the pelvis and behind the head, go for it. It is really helpful. And you're going to put either the squishy ball or the weighted ball behind your left leg and hover the left knee up off the earth. Squeeze the left heel, pulse it towards your bum. Squeeze it in towards the ball. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left knee down. We'll switch the ball over to the right side. Set up those hands, press. Push yourself away, hover the right knee, and then squeeze the right heel towards the ball, towards your booty. Good, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's tap that right knee back down. And we're going to take the ball back over to the left side. Now, if you have both the squishy ball and the weight, maybe you do the weight this time. Again, just hover the knee and pulse. Pulse. So it's just a little squeeze between. Now, I've got sort of like the calf moving in towards the ball. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's switch it over. Nice and slow. Hopefully those blocks haven't fallen off, because when they do, it means you've come out of neutral. It's really making an effort to stay nice and still through the center of the body. Keep the pelvis level, keep the shoulders level, and we're squeezing that ball behind the right calf. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Tap that right knee back down. You can shift the ball off to the side. Move your blocks. We're going to do a little stretch, and we'll come back to the arms, and we'll come back to the legs. Back to the arms, back to the legs. Good. Let's slide that left leg out in front and shift your hips back a little bit, stretching through the hamstring. Big yoga breaths. Beautiful. And you'll slide that left leg back and right leg forward, stretching out. Excellent. Back to tabletop position. Again, you can place those blocks behind you. And you can use the squishy ball or the weight. We're going to place it behind the left side again. Plant the palms, hover that left leg, tummy tight. This time, tip the left knee out to the side. Exhale, lift. Four. Excellent. Switch sides nice and slow again. Take your time. There's no rush in this work. The slower you go, the harder it is. So don't rush through it. Cover the right leg and then lift to the side. Good. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Ball between the thighs. We're going to shift the weight forward into a knee plank. Hold the plank, option 1. Tricep push-ups, option 2. Keep that chest broad, upper back broad, elbows pointing back. 3, 2, and 1. Push back, child's pose. Now let that front block fall. Back to tabletop position and back to the weight. This time we're going to take the arm off to the side. So again, find your neutral first, upper back broad. Now, I didn't mention this before, but if being on your hands doesn't work, you could come down onto your forearms. You can come up onto fists instead. Or there are these little grips that you can get that actually lift you up off the floor a little bit, but still hold you in that same shape, taking a little bit of the tension off the wrist so you don't have to be in flexion of the wrist. Okay. I lost both my blocks this time. So you can place the blocks back up. I'm going to do that for my pelvis because my pelvis is what the problem is today. All right. And weighted ball in that left side. We're going to lift that left arm straight off the earth and then tap. Exhale, lift. 4, 3, 2, good job, and 1. We'll switch it over. Ball in the right hand to the right side. Exhale, lift and tap. Sorry, 3. 6, 4, 3, 2, good job, and 1. Relax, lower it down. Let's do a little time check. Good. Back to the legs now. If you used the squishy ball last time, you might use the weight this time. Again, broad through the upper back. Blocks behind you if you'd like. Hover that left leg up off the earth. We're going to lift the left leg a little higher this time. Flex the foot and try and reach that heel towards the sky. Good. Hello. 3, you're doing great. 2, and 1. Oh, that one felt really hard for me today. Switch the weight over to the right side. Again, tight through the belly. Hover that right leg up and focus on lifting the foot to face the sky. Slow and steady. Keep the ribs pulled up, upper back broad, and the head is lifted. You're doing great. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Right leg down. Okay. Ball, weighted ball, up to that left hand. If you'd like here, squishy ball between the knees. Okay, we're going to reach that left arm up. This time we're going to bend the left elbow tight to the rib cage and then reach forward. Pull back and reach. Good. Keep the pelvis level, abs tight. 6, 3, 2, and 1. I'm starting to get sweaty here. Plant the left side firm, balanced. Ball, weighted ball on the right. We're going to lift that right arm up, bend the elbow, tap it to the ribs, and reach forward. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's lower it down. Ditch the weight, ditch the squishy ball from between the hips, the thighs. Shift the weight back to a child's pose. And then bring yourself forward again back to tabletop position. From here, we're going to take that left leg straight back behind you, curl the toes, and then slide the leg off to the side. All right, this might feel like the most challenging. Keep the pelvis level, so you might be balancing the block on the back of the pelvis. Exhale, we're going to lift that left leg up, little pulse, pulse. Lift, lift, lift. 2, 1. Good job. Whew. It's harder than it looks. All right, right leg straight back, curl the toes, slide the leg out to the side, and left, little left. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bring it back in. How are we doing? Good. This time, right arm out in front. Left leg straight back behind you. Lift the arm and leg up, little pulse. 10, 9, 2, 1. Nice and slow to the center. Switch sides, slow. Slide the right leg back, left arm out in front. Lift, pulse. 10. 2, 1. Good. One more time. Slide the right arm off to the right side, left leg off to the left side. Pulse, lift, little pulse. 10. 2, 1. Switch sides. Good job. Left arm wide, right leg wide. Pulse. 2, 1. Beautiful. Relax. Almost there. We're almost there. See, these little movements get you sweaty. If you want squishy ball between the thighs. And if triceps are really challenging for you, you can actually come up with the ball underneath your chest instead and do these little cobra push-ups instead, pushing yourself up off the ball. So there's option 1 if push-ups are a challenge for you. Option 2, we're going to take those arms out, hinge forward, plank through the middle of the body, bend and straighten. Inhale, bend, exhale, straighten. For 6. And one. Good job. Push back to child's pose. And back to table. Lift the left arm to the sky, inhale. And then thread the needle, sweep that left arm down onto the earth. The side of your head comes to the earth. And you can extend the right arm to the top of the mat if that feels good. And bring the right hand back, press into it, unwind that left side. Press into the left hand, inhale, reach the right arm to the sky. And exhale, thread the right arm under the left. Good, and then slide the left arm back, exhale, push into it. And we can come to sit on the squishy ball if you like. Sitting up tall, arms wide, big breath in, reach the arms up. And then back behind you, interlace the palms, open through the chest, lengthen through the spine. See if you can lift the arms up off the low back just a little bit. Good. And then relax. We're going to float the arms all the way out in front and just give them a shake. Yeah. And sweep the left arm across your body. Right hand comes down underneath it. A couple of big breaths here. Let's reach the arms out wide, straight up in the air. Bend the left elbow, grab hold of the left elbow with the right hand. And then reach both arms wide again. This time we're going to sweep the left arm down underneath the right. The right moves across your chest. It doesn't actually take very much to... And then we're going to go arms to the sky. Bend the right elbow. Grab hold of it with the left hand. And the right fingertips start to point down the back. And then relax. Take the arms down by your sides. Push. Feel like you're pushing the hands towards the earth. Feel like you're lengthening out through the spine. You can gently tip the head forward. And maybe rock the chin to the left. And rock the chin to the right. And back to the center. Lift your head up into neutral. Tip the right ear to the right shoulder. You can reach the left arm a little wider out to the side. Lift your head up through the center. Tip to the left. Reach that right arm out. And then relax back to the center. Do a few shoulder rolls. Good. And then come to sit with the ball behind you, between the shoulder blades. You can roll back. Hands to the head and just reach the head back, big back bend. Open the chest, open the arms wide, and you can straighten out the legs if you'd like. You give yourself permission to soften into the ball. All right, you can keep the elbows bent, holding the head. Find that sweet spot where this feels really good. With the arms open like this, with the chest open, the throat open. Open the mouth, take a few breaths all the way into the heart this way. Just releasing on your exhale anything that weighs heavy in your heart, in your body. Surrendering the stress that starts to build as December moves into the last few weeks towards the holidays. Continuing to release, to let go of anything that's stuck in your body that's not helping you. And if you feel like you need a few moments just completely flat, you can move that ball out from underneath you and come right down to the earth. Let the hands rest on your body, on your belly, on your heart. Just take a moment and decide what it is that you want to feel for the rest of the day. What is the energy that you want to cultivate? Whether it's one of being busy and productive, or one where it's decluttering and continuing to let go of the things that don't matter. What is it that you want? What is it that you need to support you where you are now? Even whispering that desire quietly and hearing the weight of the words, the strength and power of your desires. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Wishing you a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.